Olympos, one of the most prominent cities of the Lycian League. Today, it's located in modern-day Chiralı, which is in the southwestern part of the Antalya province. Now, this area is really interesting because not only is it speckled in history and the beautiful stones that line its gorgeous coastline, it has some of the best beaches for swimming in all of the Antalya region. Today we are going to go through not only its historical value, but also some of the fun things to do when you're here. This is truly a place you come if you just want to escape and get away from the real world. Olympos is an ancient settlement that is actually on the coast of Chiralı. It has direct access to the beach, and it's a great way to use the beach to get here. This city is thought to have been founded around the 4th century during the Hellenistic period. And if you notice behind me, there's actually a river. This river was one of the main reasons that it was such an important city for trade, because this river was actually navigatable and the ships would come into this river and drop off their loads here. The city was abandoned for reasons that are not really that well known. It's assumed that there may have been a malaria breakout, or that there was an earthquake, or possibly because of the pirate raids that so often occurred along the coastline here. But whatever the reason was, the city laid abandoned for hundreds of years. Even when the Ottomans took over Türkiye, this area stayed abandoned for hundreds of years. It actually has a reputation of being kind of a place for nomads. And if you come here, you'll notice that there's lots of backpackers, campers, and hikers. One of the most famous hiking trails in the world, the Lycian Trail, actually goes right through here. It's a fantastic place to come visit. We've got a lot to see. Let's go. Olympos was a very important Lycian city because it was one of the 6 cities that had voting rights inside of the League. That is how important of a trade center the Olympos city was. Over time, the Cilicians took over, and Rome eventually absorbed the city into its realm as well. And at the end, when the Byzantines were here, the city became a Christian bishopric. Many of the ruins that you see here today are a part of the Christian heritage that lies here on Olympos. Behind me is the sarcophagus of the captain Eudemos. And what's interesting about this is that you can see the Medusa head on the top, but you see the ship, and there's some words that are written behind it. Behind it are the words of a really beautiful poem. But the ship actually represents Aphrodite, and Aphrodite was the goddess of sailors because her job was to make sure that they stayed safe. The writing that's engraved on this sarcophagus states this specific lines. The ship sailed into harbor and anchored to leave no more, as there was no longer any hope from the wind or daylight. After the light carried by the dawn had left Captain Eudemos, there buried the ship with a life as short as day, like a broken wave. Chimera, or yanartaş, as they call it in Türkiye, is a natural phenomenon that not many people get to experience. Now, if you look close at these flames, you'll notice that nothing is burning. This is something that's been going on in this mountain for thousands of years. This is a type of methane gas that has been escaping from this mountain, and it burns on its own. So if you cover this fire here, another one will pop up someplace else. The fires are the most visible at night. I don't know if you can see, there's at least 12 or more fires that are burning all around this mountaintop right now. But if you're on the Leakin Trail and you're hiking past this area during the day, stop by to get a fresh cup of Turkish tea, which they will brew right on these fires. This is one of the very, very interesting things to see and do when you're in the Olympos area, only in Turkey.